Alright, so it's just a quick video. Obviously I've been doing a lot of work today. Well, I said I've been doing a lot of work. It's like I've made a post on Facebook and it basically went viral for my target audience, and I got a lot of good market research feedback. So I read all the comments, replied to all of the comments, and I also made 7 pieces of content for my TikTok. And don't get me wrong, it's a decent amount of work, but I woke up at 7, started working, and I finished at 12. And I kind of just felt empty after, because the way I'm doing it, because obviously I'm targeting menopausal women, I can't just go in and diagnose a sale. I'm used to just, like, for example, knocking on doors, like, just relentlessly going over and over again until I get a customer. In this case, it's a bit different. It's more about being patient, but I can't help but feel like I'm not doing enough, because I have the mindset of be impatient to input and patient to output, but I don't know what else I can do for input. Like, I could make more content, but then that wouldn't really get me any closer towards my goal. I can't overpost, because if I overpost, then it's not like I'm listening. I'm meant to be listening to them, not just saying, hey, this, that, this, that, this, that. So it's a really, I think it's a really tough situation, because I want to do a lot. I want to reap the results of my actions as well, but it's teaching me a lesson of you can't just walk into a space and just succeed just like that. You can't just walk into a space and get what you want. You've got to be patient to get what you want. And it's different from my business, Blackwood & Co, because with Blackwood & Co, I can knock on a door, get a job, do the job, get paid, rinse and repeat, like high dopamine, I'd say. Whereas with this, it's very like, I've got to slowly gain favor, I guess. Like, I've got to listen and understand my audience, and then over time gain more and more understanding and knowledge and more trust as well between myself and the customer. And it's weird, because like the way I'm posting, I'm being anonymous, because I'm posting in women's groups. In my first post, I disclosed that I was a guy and I was just trying to learn. And obviously there was amazing feedback, but there was one comment that said something along the lines of, isn't it a bit weird because it is a woman's space, so why are you here, type of thing. And I do get that. I'm just trying to learn, but I do also understand that it is a woman's space, so I want to respect that. But it's like, I think I've got a really great idea, and it's just hard to, I don't really want to ignore the idea. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to help, but it just feels as if I'm not doing enough, I don't think, because it's hard to progress when there's a limited amount of actions I can take per day. Maybe I'm just not seeing the bigger picture. Maybe there's more actions I can take. It's just weird. And when I finish my work as well, because I finish around 12, from 12 until like now, I've just, I've tried to do the normal things, like I play a game, go on Teamfight Tactics, stuff like that. But I'm not, my mind's not stimulated, to be honest. I don't know. I don't really know what else I can do. I used to go to the gym and lift heavy weights, but that could only be an hour max. Well, an hour or 2 hours max. I don't feel connected to my old habits or my old hobbies. I don't like the idea of sleeping and wasting the mornings. I also don't, I'm not really into gaming as much as I once was. And I don't know, it feels so different. I feel different. Like, I feel like I've changed. I want to say it's for the better. I feel like it is for the better, because I'm, becoming a better person. But I don't feel more happy in my current situation, because, there's no results yet, but there is a change. So it feels really weird. This is more just me talking about myself right now, but I'm documenting this for myself, so yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try to take up other things. Like I said, I was gonna read $100 Million Leads Aloud, so I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to read the book, record a video of me reading the book, see if that helps. But after that, even then, I don't know what I'll do. Like, do I go on a walk? Do I do more work? If so, what work do I do? I know that I've got to speak to my audience, which I try to do more of. I've got to listen to my audience, which I'm trying to do more of. But after that, then what? Can't just sell something to them. I want to increase the people on my wait list. That's impossible. Well, no, it's not impossible. Everything's possible. But it's like, if I come across as if I'm trying to sell something straight away, then there's less trust and more this guy's trying to sell. It's interesting and it's confusing. This is like the first, I guess, more of a mental problem, if anything. Is this a challenge of discipline or patience? I don't actually know. I think it's patience. I think I'm being impatient. I need to exercise my patience more. It's just really strange. I'm trying to be more patient. I'm trying to do more input at the same time though. I'm happy with waiting for results, but what do I do in the meantime? I can't just sit down and go on games in the meantime. I can read a book. I can learn, but what else do I do? I don't know, it feels a bit void right now. Life seems really weird right now. I'm in like a weird mental space. I'm aware of all the bad habits that I did wrong. I don't miss them. I don't want to do them. I don't really feel the need to play games anymore. Although I still do, just for a bit of mental stimulation. It's not more of a want, it's more of just a... I feel like I've got to do something. Do I just sit there with my own thoughts? Because I did that today, and it was just weird. Like, not in a good type of way. It was more just like... Because I'm always stuck with my own thoughts anyways, and I always do think in depth. But when all I can do is sit down and think, it's just... like, now what? Is there a way I can leverage that? Am I thinking too deep into it? Am I thinking too, like, businessy into it? I don't know. It's currently like 12 o'clock because I had a nap, like a 2-hour nap, because I woke up at 7 after going to sleep at 12 the night before. And I was just tired and I was kind of bored, nothing left to do. I wasn't like groundbreaking tired. I wasn't like squinting like, oh, I need sleep. I just needed something to do, and sleep was the best option. There's no one I can really hang out with either because I feel like I've outgrown my current friends, but I'm not grown enough to be with a new set of friends. Like, I'm not saying that I've outgrown them in terms of I've become better than them. I haven't. I'm not better than anyone. I like to think that everyone's equal. It's more just I feel like my interests are very different from theirs. Like, I respect what they want to do with their lives. And maybe I can't see the action because maybe they don't want to speak about what they're acting towards. But me personally, I know that I'm definitely acting, and I'm definitely trying to improve myself. And well, I have improved myself. I'm not trying to. I have, and as a result, it's good seeing people try to improve themselves, but it's not the same as like I can't relate to them as much as I'd want to. Like in the past when they spoke about certain memes, for example, even when they had like social media, because I stopped having social media a while ago, I couldn't relate to them the same way. But we said like other things in common, like we played the same games, stuff like that. But I don't really know what to speak to them about anymore now. It's weird. Like, I can talk to them about games, I can talk to them about business, but they don't seem to have a deep comprehension of it like I do. Like, I'm not saying that I'm better than them, it's just I'm further ahead in this individual thing than they are. Like, they'd be more further ahead than me in other things. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to or what to do. I'm in a weird situation. I don't want to start more things because I want to focus on this one thing and really make it work, but it's just different. I'm different. I've changed. I think it's better. I think it's for the better I've changed. It's just make me wonder. This is like 2 a.m. thoughts. There's a lot of stuff that I want to achieve in life. And some of my goals are more unrealistic than they are realistic, but I don't mind that. I'm happy with unrealistic goals. That sets a benchmark. But yeah, I'm just imagining if any of my friends are watching this now, like, hey, what do you mean you've outgrown me? It's not like I'm saying, like, I'm more advanced than them or better than them, because, like, again, I don't believe that I'm better than anyone. We're all humans. I think I'm just more... I'm at a stage in life where it's harder to relate to them on their interests in comparison to my interests. Because I feel like my interests are more focused towards self-improvement and personal growth, spiritual growth, mental growth, business growth. Whereas their interests are more in things like stimulation, like short-form content, games. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, it's just not my thing. But that's just my current thoughts, where my head's at. The reason I'm speaking like this is because I've got a cold. It's kind of like a flu, to be honest. I was burning up and everything, but I think I'm at the back end of it now, but I'm just not trying to use my voice too much because I did do a lot of recording today. But yeah, that's where my head's at. That's where my mind's at. And yeah. Life's hard. But it's hard for everyone. Therefore, I don't know, it's not fair. We were born into an unfair world, but that's just life. I feel like I've just become a philosopher. What's wrong with me? Anyways, I'm gonna call it quits here. If you're watching this at whatever point in time, if it's past 12 o'clock, probably get some sleep. Put down your phone, close your eyes, go to sleep if you're watching this. If it's in the morning, I don't know, why are you watching me in the morning? Am I that good creator? Or maybe maybe you fell asleep and this is the first thing you woke up to, I don't know. Or maybe you're at work or just listening to my voice. I don't know, why are you listening to my voice? Wasn't that soothing? Stop it, weirdo. Alright, good night. How do I turn this off?